On the last episode of 20 Sides, Jace, a halfling bard, gathered members for an adventuring party. Dail, a half-orc fighter, Lucia, a human wizard, and Holden, an elven rogue. The four answered the call of Mayor Roland Stonebrook to investigate a clock tower in the small town of Glen. The clock tower recently rung out after having remained silent for over a century. And now, episode 2 of The Nexus. Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Now, Campaign 2, The Nexus. So y'all all get up, you all walk out, he shuts the door behind you. You're going to investigate the ivy. Give me a nature check.
Okay.
Are you investigating or are you just taking some?
Well, both.
Give me a nature check. A nature check is the first roll.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
I was going to go for a sleight of hand to try to
Yeah, but I also
that.
want to see if there's any. So I haven't decided whether or not I saw any at the. I saw something when I was at the Broken Circle this morning. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it was the same ivy or not. So I want to do, can I do a history check to see if it was there?
Give me a nature check still.
Okay.
And that way you can determine is it the same ivy?
19.
19.
16 for Dale.
16 and a 19. So you are 100% sure that there's no magical properties to this ivy. Like it is.
It's just ivy.
It's just ivy. It looks similar.
Boo.
It looks similar to some of the ivy you saw at the Broken Circle, but you don't think there would be any connection between somebody doing something with ivy, if that makes sense. Like it just looked like some wild ivy growing.
Cool.
And I'm going to take 2 big handfuls of ivy.
Sure.
Just ripping them off the house.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab I'm going to 2 handfuls, grab them.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Nope.
Angrily grabbing ivy.
Nope. I just
like a little kid.
yanked 2, put it in my pocket.
Oh my gosh, be gentle. Gentle hands.
You didn't see that?
Gentle hand.
From the big one.
And then I just
So
take
cute.
all of it out of my pockets and hand it to Dale. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
All right, guys. I think we've got a nice starting point. Okay, that was great. Holden,
I still have no idea what we're doing. This doesn't make any sense.
Investigating the tower.
It was a bell.
Pretty simple.
We're
stuff.
solving a
bell.
mystery,
Hasn't rang
Holden.
hasn't rang in 100 years. Little weird.
It is a little weird.
I mean,
You know what they say about a river that flows north.
What
What
do
do they say?
Don't ask why.
Oh. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
All right, so
That was perfect timing. That was perfect timing.
she said it makes sense.
so what do you guys think? The tower first, or find this fisherman that went missing?
I mean, I would very much so like to look at the tower.
Perfect. I think that's a great idea, too.
I don't know much about bells personally, but where I'm from, they are quite well known for forging bells, and I'm sure I could figure something out.
Perfect.
Should be easy. I don't have much time to give, so
Well,
let me just give
wrong.
a little bit of my time here, and then you guys can go find your fisherman friends.
Perfect. This is
Okay.
great. Holden, I do agree. I think the mayor, a little uppity. I agree with you. I can see what you're talking about.
I tried to warn you.
Oh, I thought he reminded me a bit of you.
What?
You
What's
guys, yeah, but maybe that was just me.
Yeah, probably just
That's
you.
okay. All
Right,
right.
anybody else thought that, right?
Absolutely. I don't have great social skills, so I'm going to try to reel that
You're doing
in.
great, though.
Okay,
You're doing great.
thank you.
Look, you're
I don't
fitting right in.
see a ton of people. It's mostly just
Right, yeah, hanging
dead
out.
things and
Wow.
just jewels and
And that is interesting.
yeah.
See,
I
look
just
at this.
look
Connections.
for stuff.
I like it.
I'm much more connected to people that have died to the past.
Oh, wow. That has got very dark very quick.
Okay,
Yes, it
yeah,
did.
let's go look at
Yeah,
the spell.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
All right.
That
Okay.
is
Could you,
sounds like a way better option than listening to her talk about dead people.
Weird subject. That's okay.
All
it's,
right.
it's okay,
Yeah,
sure.
we,
Sure.
Now, Holden, you said you've been here in the tower before.
I've
Help
poked
sneak us-
my head in, yes.
Okay,
I've poked my
perfect.
head in, yes.
I just
Okay,
don't
help us
feel
sneak-
like you've
sneak right
poked
in.
your head
We
in.
can-
He's probably
well, we
been
don't
in.
need to sneak
right?
in.
Well, I mean,
We
you
have-
know,
Yeah.
would you pry the
Yeah,
door, pry some boards off?
Yeah, we'll figure it
Dale,
out.
have you been in here?
Perfect.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm
Sounds like she
a
follows
rule
the rules.
follower.
All right.
All right, so let's take a look at this tower.
Okay.
So we're gonna head to the.
Yeah, we head to the tower.
All right. So it's not too far off. Like you can see it from.
It's a pretty large tower.
Yeah. It's about 3 stories tall. You can see it from the mayor's estate. It is all stone, these big gray stones. There is ivy growing up one side of it. The clock face of the tower looks still very well kept, like the mayor was saying. This is not in disrepair. There are not just broken pieces to this. There are windows on the second floor. There's a big, a rounded door that would let you go in.
Arched door?
There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
I was like,
I could not
around,
find
like
that
a
word
hobbit
in my
hole?
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big arched door, wooden door that leads inside. You can see pieces of it. It has been, like, there are 4 or 5 pieces of wood that are just kind of boarded in front of it to keep kids out, like he said. They don't want kids going in there playing with the mechanisms inside and getting hurt and stuff like that.
Just try to pull the boards off and go in.
Yeah, I think you have a crowbar with your background. You got a crowbar.
Oh, yeah.
Give me this would be very, very low.
Okay.
But give me a strength check, and I'll let you add your proficiency bonus to this because you are proficient with thieves' tools.
Okay.
And
So
I
that
would say even a crowbar
that'd
you'd
make
be
me-
proficient with.
So 14. 16. I rolled a 15.
Perfect. Easy enough. You go in, you get the crowbar underneath these nails that have been popped into these pieces of wood that are in front, and you pry off 3 of them. That'll let y'all get past it and get into the door. You go to reach for the doorknob. Of course, it's locked.
Right.
Try to pick it.
Yep.
All right, give me a roll a d20, add your proficiency bonus, and add your...
Sleight of hand?
Yes, that's what it is.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand plus your proficiency bonus because you are...
18.
Woo,
Nice.
easy. You start working your little tools in, you feel the tumblers inside, and you wait till the line it clicks, twist the handle.
See, this is why we brought him. Look at this.
I feel like I'm in a Yancey Prue novel right now.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I've heard of her. Great stories. Good. She's like a detective, right?
Yeah.
Read a couple of her books.
They're
Pretty good.
very bland.
Her
Bland books.
Yeah, I mean, but the
Predictable. Very predictable.
Oh, this guy's gonna be a problem solver.
I read chapter 1 and I know who it was. Child's Play.
Somebody peed in his chair.
So, the room you open up to is pitch dark. The only light coming into this room, and it is one big room, there's a stairwell in the back that leads up. You all step in. The air in the room feels stagnant, like it's been sitting there for a century. There is dust everywhere. There are rusted gears and fractured like clock faces everywhere. There is the remnants of the tower's intricate machinery. It's now just kind of strewn about across the floor. There's a large, tarnished brass pendulum that is hanging motionless from the ceiling. In the center of the room stands a heavy wooden, essentially like a table, but you can tell it's been used at times as a desk, and it has parchments everywhere. Looking at these books and faded papers, like you can tell the books are just brittle. There's a small key that rests atop a jumble of notes.
I'm going to go straight over to the table
Okay.
and I'm going to pick up the key and not even think anything of it.
Okay.
I'm just going to pick it up.
I'm going to investigate everything else. I'm going to see
Yeah.
if there was something that like stands out.
All right, both of y'all give me investigation
Okay.
checks. So Lucia and Holden give me investigation checks. Jace, what are you doing?
I'm
Nope.
lighting a torch.
Okay.
Small torch. Help light up the room a little bit. to
Holden
help him.
still is just not really caring too much.
Okay.
So he's just kind of like wandering around. He's not really
A
investigating.
nice low roll.
Yes.
All right, Lucia.
Same. So I only rolled an 8. So I'm just going to pretend like I can't see. I can't see as well as I wish I could have.
Yeah. Dale, what are you doing?
So she's also gonna investigate.
Okay.
Or just look around. Oh, a nat 3.
Ooh.
We can't see
5
a thing.
total. So
I will say, even with some low rolls, as now Jace has come up to y'all with his torch and it's like at y'all's chest
have to
level.
re-roll
It's not
now.
above y'all. You do see that there is an image that is very faded and kind of like worn that looks similar to the broken circle, which is you're able to pick that up easy. There's a ton of other notes that have to do with stars. And there's a bunch of dates. And as you're looking around the room, even like tacked to the walls with little bitty tiny nails, there's a bunch of like dates, and what you can best make out is like star charts, like somebody's trying to map the sky. But with those low rolls, that's what you get.
All right, guys, did we find anything interesting?
Look at this cool old stuff.
Well, I'm noticing here that this does remind me.
Of what?
It does remind me a bit of the Broken Circle.
Perfect.
Got lucky.
Yeah. But I'm noticing here there are dates all over the room. Is anyone else seeing anything else over there? It's a bit hard to see. Can anyone? Are there lights in here?
I can see just fine. You all can't see without the light.
I am gonna. You guys don't know that I have any.
Right.
Like I look like a human, right? So, but I'm gonna cast light. Can I do?
Well, he has his torch on.
Is it?
light?
But
she can
is
still
that
get-
like
yeah,
enough
it's
for us to see?
Man, it's some light, but I mean, if you
Be flickering and stuff like that.
You said there's a chandelier or something?
There's
Yeah.
not a chandelier. It's a pendulum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to cast light.
Still casting on the pendulum.
No, it's like something.
Yeah, you
odd.
can.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it and see if we can see closer.
Perfect. Yeah. So you cast light on the pendulum and shoo, like the room is lit.
Nope.
The room is lit up.
All right,
With
I
her
can see
casting a
now.
spell, is this like something she would say? So I knew that it was her that did it, or it's just something she kind of looked at.
Does it say verbal on there?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
she would have
she
said something.
It's like,
This place is
In the
haunted.
world.
And my magic looks like ice. Like
nice.
So
Elsa
it's
icy.
it's like a daylight bulb,
Yeah.
like a whitish blue.
Yeah, it's like a whitish blue. That's what my magic
Yeah.
looks like because I'm from the cold.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us?
did you just do that?
Well, yes.
She did. She definitely did.
Didn't I tell you I go and I study, but I don't just study the artifacts, I study the spells. I have this book here
This is
that I've been
all coming
keeping.
together, guys. It's all coming together.
I
No,
can't
you
do much
definitely
yet. I
didn't
can't do much
tell
yet,
us
but I'm
that.
working very hard. I'm working very hard at
That
it.
is very impressive.
Well,
That
thank you.
is a relief because I thought this place was literally haunted.
Well, no, I hope that we can see now, and I would really like to investigate these dates to see. Can I use history to see if anything is like?
Yeah. So do you want to pull them off the wall and kind of like put them all together, or are you just going to kind of walk around, or what do you?
Yeah, I want to take them. I think.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all can
If we're
y'all can
gonna do
spend
this
some
thing.
time. Yeah. So y'all can spend some
Take it,
time,
Leo.
take like untack them or maybe rip them off, even get all the papers on the table.
Yeah, lay it out to
together.
kind of look at
Yeah, kind of put them all together.
Yeah. All right, help
it'll-
me take these off.
Sure, I'll get the ones on the bottom. Okay.
I'll get the ones on the top.
Perfect. Good teamwork.
So y'all are pulling them down. Everybody make a perception check as you're pulling these down.
14.
19.
Oh, not one, so.
Dirty 20.
Whoa.
That rogue.
Hold it.
Great that
Rolls.
perception.
Rogue rolls.
That rogue.
Lucia and Holden, you hear voices coming from upstairs. It sounds very muffled, and it sounds echoey, and it sounds very displaced coming from above you. But it definitely is like
So displaced as in like it's not coming from here. It's not somebody upstairs talking.
it could be. But you're hearing it from like different points in the
Okay.
room, and a lot of the times it sounds like the same voice.
But like maybe it's bouncing off the walls or something.
Could be.
Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be on top of us?
The second floor.
A whole nother second room, like
Yes.
floor
Yes.
of a room.
We
Oh.
can assume.
It's 3 stories.
Yeah.
Three. Yeah, there's
Yes.
3. Did anyone happen to hear that?
Yeah, I mean, he said that no one was here, right? But there's definitely voices coming from above
So
us.
you heard it too.
Absolutely.
Little man, did you
I
happen
did not,
to hear?
I did not hear it.
Maybe it is haunted.
But did you happen to hear?
I've not much experience with
No.
haunted things, but I
Okay.
can't. I mean, it's not been proven otherwise, so it's very well possible.
You all stay here. I will go upstairs and see what
You're
I
going
can
to go by
see.
yourself?
Just I'm going to I'm going to go, but I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to see what I can see as I make my way upstairs.
All right, I'm not worried about that so much actually, but look for patterns. Any patterns that you see with these dates?
We'll keep looking at this.
Yeah, I'm more worried
holler-
about people being in
holler
here.
down
but-
if you
I'm
see
sure
I
we're
won't be
fine. It
hollering
seems
or anything, but I
very
yes,
safe. I'm
okay.
sure we are absolutely
I will
all
head
out
that
of
way.
harm's
I'll
way.
follow behind you, and she
Okay.
she gets her daggers
Okay,
ready.
well, just
Wow.
calm down for right now. You can
Okay,
put those
well,
away. I'm just
ready
going
to help.
I'm just going to see
Do you want that
if
torch?
anyone's
He has
upstairs.
a torch.
No, I don't need that. I
All right,
can
well, good for
see in
you.
the dark. So I'm going to.
You
So
can
I'm
see in the
sure. So is it
dock.
like a spiral up,
No,
or is
it's a straight up staircase,
straight up staircase in the back? Okay. So I mean, I'm going to stealth to try and get to where I can get to a door and try to see if I see something on the second floor.
You get to the back. You go to take like a step or two. There's no door. Like it's just open.
Okay.
The second story is open to the first story. Give me a stealth check as you go up.
Yeah, Dail is at the bottom of the steps because she does
Roll a
not
7.
have dark vision.
14.
So she is just going to stay.
So Dail is staying at the bottom of the steps.
She cannot see,
We're still looking at the
even though
dates
she's
of
half
the-
orc, but it's fine.
Okay. So Lucia, Jace are looking at dates. Dail is standing at the bottom of the steps, just kind of ready.
Yeah.
And then Holden goes up with a 14 stealth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You get to the top of the, we'll say like maybe 2 steps before the top. And this is what you hear in your head and bouncing around the room. You hear this. See, this gear here, it catches just right. And then there, the whole clock moves. I've spent years working on this and it never stops amazing me. You're the first person to see it, you know? I thought you'd like to see how it works.
But I don't. But I'm not.
You see no one.
Okay.
It is pitch dark in the room.
Okay.
Give me a perception check for like what you see in the room.
18.
Okay. So the middle floor, what you're looking at now, is very cramped. It's a very industrial chamber. It's got rusted mechanisms. It's got tarnished gears. There are massive like iron cogs that once connected the clock's inner workings. They're now just sitting there. They're not moving. Their teeth, even the teeth of the cogs, are misaligned. You can, from your view, you can see they're even corroded. There's long metal chains that are dangling from the ceiling, and they're just kind of like barely swaying in the nothingness that is the breeze. The floor is cluttered with rods and broken springs, and there are cobwebs over everything. There's a workbench nearby with tools all over it. Like you can tell, like this would be the brains of the operation of the clock tower, and it is just not working.
In my head, I'm not going to say this out loud, but in my head, I'm going to say, "Are you speaking to me?"
And you hear nothing.
Okay. I am going to kind of creep forward.
Okay.
But I don't see anything, and I'm not going to, I'm not just 30 feet in.
Right.
But I'm going to move forward and see if it happens again.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, like maybe to the door.
Yeah, give me another stealth check because you stopped, you took time,
Okay.
you looked around. Give me another stealth check as you're going forward.
Yeah.
And then Jace and Lucia, give me either one person can give me an investigation, or excuse me. Yeah, one person can do an investigation check at advantage because y'all are helping each other, or y'all both can roll investigation checks separately.
What's your investigation?
5.
Take it. At advantage.
13 for my stealth.
Okay.
Oh, a 9 and a 1.
14.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. You feel like if you had a little bit more time, there would be something to this. You just need more time than what you got. Like you found like a few little connections, but you just need more time.
Okay, I'm going to take it.
You get,
Yeah, 13 was
Okay.
mine.
you get maybe 15 feet into the room, and these rooms aren't huge.
So I'm not going that far in the room.
Okay, how far are you?
I said I was going, like, getting to the door, maybe a step or two in.
Okay.
Was kind of my initial thought.
How long do you want to wait?
Just a couple seconds, since I don't see anything.
Yeah.
And nothing seems to be doing
Right.
anything. Just a couple seconds to see if it happens again. Not long.
Yeah, you wait a few seconds, nothing happens again. You do notice that the stairwell now hatchbacks and it goes up to a third floor.
And so they're just back there reading stuff. Like,
Yeah, I'm probably not going to follow right now.
yeah, I guess I'll make my way. I'll make my way to it.
Back down or up?
Up.
Give me another stealth check.
Okay. 8. Rolled a 1.
Ooh,
Dang.
a little natty nat 1.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Philip.
I know.
Welcome back, Philip.
Out of 3 stealth checks, they've all been
So
low.
as you go to turn the hatchback, your foot catches and hits the bottom step, and y'all hear from upstairs like the thud.
What do you think he's doing up there?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. You stay
I'm-
focused. You're
I'm
doing
fine.
great. I think you're starting to put some pieces together. Hey, Dale.
Yeah.
Did you not go up there with him? I thought you were going with him.
Well, I can't see. I may look part orc, but I guess didn't get that quality, that characteristic. Yeah,
Here,
that
you wanna
trait.
use the torch?
Yeah, sure.
Here, take the torch. We got this room's pretty well lit now. Magic. She has magic. Pretty cool.
Okay, so Dail is gonna go up the first set of stairs.
Are you gonna stealth?
No, because I
Okay.
already heard. Yeah,
Okay.
she's gonna normal.
So as you are walking up, you don't need to roll. you start
let her
walking
roll.
up. Holden, when your foot connects, you hear the same voice again. No, it's not catching. Why won't it just? I've oiled it, I've tightened it, replaced the pin. It should work. And then you hear, and he goes, if I don't fix this, the whole thing's gonna fall apart.
Did we all hear that?
No.
Just
He's
me.
like on the third floor almost
I
now.
thought we may have heard that sound though.
I'm on the second floor,
No,
but I'm
no, no.
going
Okay.
up to. But my foot got caught going up there.
Yeah.
I just like.
Now you continue go. Or are you gonna stop or continue going?
I mean, that paused me, but
Okay.
I don't see. So, in making my way up, but with a different view, do I see anything different now, or it's still all the same? Like there wasn't something off to the side I didn't see
No.
from before.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going then.
Okay. You keep going to the third floor. You get again like a couple of steps before you get to the landing. You are now at the top floor of the clock tower. There's no more there are no more steps here. It is very eerie and desolate. The walls are lined with cracked, grimy windows that offer a view of the town below. All the glass now is somewhat distorted over time. Windows do that. There again are rusted gears and broken mechanical parts all over the floor. There are remnants of this clock's machinery. In the center of the room is a large shattered clock face. So there's all these clock faces, and you're kind of putting together in your head like as they kind of updated it over time or whatever, they kept them, but they've just kind of been broken. There is a faint glimmer of light in the corners that is coming from the windows, and it's just this weird, like distorted light as it's coming through these warped windows. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, nat 20, but 25.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
You feel some presence in this room. You don't see anything for a few seconds. Out of the corner of your eye, because you rolled so high, you feel a shadow shift. Like you see like maybe a shadow move to your right, and then you see a shadow move to your left. And you have a very uneasy feeling about what's up here.
So Holden's gonna kind of like take a knee and just kind of like make sure that there's nothing physical in the room. It didn't feel physical because it was just shadows shifting, or was it?
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Yeah. So I didn't feel anything physically there.
Right.
But it seemed like something was shifting.
Yeah.
So
As you hear Dail coming behind.
Okay, so he kind of takes a knee and just kind of like looks around to make sure it was nothing physical.
Okay.
And then I'm going to slowly make my way back to because of my uneasy feeling, I'm going to make my way back to the stairs.
Okay. Well, no, you're still on the stairs.
I'm still
you walked up.
I didn't go in really very much. Is it worth investigating then?
Dale's about to come up there anyway.
I know.
Here, come charge
But
it.
if I have an uneasy
okay?
feeling, though, it'd be
Sure.
very easy to stop her.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate.
You're gonna investigate.
I'm going to go in and investigate. I didn't feel anything physical, even though it's uneasy.
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything physical.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in and investigate.
So you're walking into the room. Give me an investigation check.
15.
You're getting a better look at what I described earlier. Lots of just broken parts. There's a clock face in there. Nothing seems important, but you do feel that shifting of a shadow a couple more times.
Can I roll for perception, or would I even know, I guess is a better question, that this is more like plane of existence than something physically happening? Because I can hear somebody talking, I can see shadows shifting, and it's almost like maybe there's a connection between plane of existence versus like something is magically happening here or necrotically happening here.
I would say with the 25 that you rolled, you definitely feel a presence. Like there's something in this room that's not just like playing with your mind. And I would say what you heard was definitely specific to the second floor. And what you're seeing is definitely specific to the third floor. With that high of a perception roll, I would say you can rule out that those two are connected.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
So Dail, when you get to the second
We're
floor,
having fun too, though. We're having fun too.
y'all are investigating. When you get to the second floor, y'all have left. Y'all are at the tavern, like looking over the notes. Dail, when you get to the second floor, you see the same things that he did, but you also hear someone's voice is like cracking, like they're about to cry or they're already crying. And the person says, "It wasn't supposed to be like this. She was too young. There was nothing we could do. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't save her. She would have loved to see the clock work again." And fades off.
Holden, is that you?
I didn't hear that when that happened, though, right?
You didn't hear the voice, no.
Well, no, but I didn't hear her say that.
Yeah,
did
you
I?
could definitely hear her say that.
I know. I have not said anything, but thank you for giving away our location. I'm going to come back down now. And so I come back down. And as I'm coming down, I'm saying, okay. Okay.
Before you leave,
Before you leave, as you turn
Huh?
to go down the steps, that shadow goes right into the doorway and starts walking toward you.
Bring it on, big boy.
I need y'all all for the first time of campaign.
Wait,
That's French for two.
do it.
Roll for initiative. Okay, Dail,
6.
Lucia,
15.
Holden,
10.
Jace,
17.
because I rolled a 16. So I'm going first.
At 17, but
Oh, you got
sometimes
17,
Yeah,
sorry.
My
I mean, that's
number
why I'm like,
system's
why
higher.
didn't you?
I don't know.
So
Use a
it
different one
goes
that we're using for
Jay.
campaign 2.
Yeah, is that
That I
house
need to
rules or
learn.
something?
All right, so it'll be Jace and then this shadowy creature.
Thank goodness you're so close to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yeah, really.
And then me.
Who else was it? Oh, Lucia.
Lucia.
So, I
I'm
mean,
last,
unless
I
a
think.
sound is made, like, we don't even know it's happening yet. So, I mean,
Correct, yeah.
Right, so, I mean, this round, I'm probably not going to do anything
Lucia,
until some
and
fighting
then-
or whatever happens.
Yeah.
So,
Holden, and then me.
Jace, you are downstairs. You haven't heard anything unless Holden screamed or something like that when the shadow came toward him, which he didn't. What are you doing on round 1 of combat?
Studying these.
I say probably nothing.
oh,
right?
yeah, I'm not doing anything. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So-
yeah.
Your name's Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Jace. You're
Who's
Jace.
Jace, would you like to
that
speak up?
Yeah. So
Would you like to pay attention, Jace?
Jace is still studying these texts with Lucia, trying to discern and make connections. It is now this shadowy figures go. There is tons of like glitching going on with it. And he is going to take his hand, or instead of having a hand at the end of his arm, it looks like a big knife. And he just slides it forward right at Holden. 18 plus 7
Whoa.
I mean, that's definitely going to hit.
hits.
Oh my gosh. Shadow knife.
You are going to take 8 damage.
Thanks.
Rolled high.
many things do
rolled
you
high
have?
for
17.
both. And you feel a coldness as this knife enters your body and pulls out, and you look down and it doesn't look like anything's happened to you, but it feels like your body's energy is moving toward that spot.
Ooh.
And then this thing flickers a few more times. Like your eyes are just glitching in and out as it stands in front of you. It makes no noise whatsoever. It is now up to Dail, Lucia, and Holden. What are y'all doing?
What do I see?
You see darkness in front of Holden. You do see.
But she's downstairs.
Well, I guess you're
On a different
I'm
floor.
on the second
You-
floor.
I mean, you were walking up there to talk
Yeah, I
to him.
guess you don't hear anything or see anything. Like you hear Holden walking toward the stairwell, like back toward you, unless he yelled again when that thing went in his body, which he.
I don't know what he. I don't. I think he would probably
Now
have
he's
been in
scared.
shock. I don't know that he would have yelled.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
he's scared to yell or cry or anything.
Maybe
Oh,
take a deep
no,
breath.
I think yeah, it might have been like that.
Okay.
But
So you may have heard like a deep breath upstairs. But
also,
other
I
than
think
that, nothing.
Holden is used to doing things on his own.
Right.
And so he's not even
naturally.
used to,
Yeah.
like to say like help would probably not be in his
Right.
just normal capacity.
Okay.
So I guess, I mean.
But you were walking up the steps.
Yeah,
though.
you were
Yeah.
already walking.
So you're
But
gonna
was
get up
there
there.
was there not like a second floor room to like?
There was. That's where you heard the voice.
Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, I guess she would probably hear like a gasp, like a, like take my breath away type noise. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going up the stairs. Maybe
Okay.
a little like quicker paced.
Yeah. You get all the way to the top of the landing. You see now this same shadowy, phantom-like creature that is standing in between you and Holden. When you get up there, he's pulling that hand knife, that arm knife out of Holden's stomach and is just looking right at Holden. You're to his back. What are you doing?
Okay, so Dail sees this and her eyes get real big and she goes, ah! Pulls out her sword and she's gonna attack this thing.
Perfect. See if you hit.
12 plus 5, so 17. Okay,
Nice.
so what was that for? I'm fighting, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
In
All
battle.
right, a 6 plus a 4, so 10 plus 3 for 13 slashing damage.
13 big
Nice.
honkers.
I'm fighting.
So Dail rips her great sword, and it's got all these nice, beautiful etchings. Maybe one
So
day
cute.
we'll figure out where it came from or how she got it. But
Never.
it is very intricately
come up with-
designed.
Maybe I could find out.
Maybe you could.
I can study
Yeah.
it.
And it's like
Tell me
super
about it.
shiny.
Ancestry.com is me. I am.
Yes,
I am.
queens.
Push up my
She
glasses.
pulls this out, and Holden, you see the light that's coming from the windows hit this gleaming blade. Like she has taken really good care of this thing, and she hacks down. And as soon as you hit it, you feel the weight of your sword. It gives a little bit of resistance as it goes through, not as
Ew.
much as like normal. And then you just see it right in front of you.
Like
That
a
is your turn.
knife going through a block of Velveeta. Do I have a bonus action?
Yes. No, you don't. Unless you want to take
Do I
like your
have,
second wind, not second wind, action surge.
No, I'll hold it.
All right.
Mhm.
So you are done. Lucia, you hear now. You hear Dail scream. You hear her sword rip out. You hear her yell. What are you doing?
I don't know if Lucia, well, she's going to run and go see what, let me go. She's going to run and see what happens.
Okay.
Can I get to them?
You can get to, I would say you get about 10 feet away from them. So you'd be like midway up the second stairwell.
Okay, and I can clearly see that something is attacking them, or I just...
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try to... Is there enough space for me to cast Frostbite?
And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Don't forget to tune in each week as Jace, Dail, Holden, and Lucia venture across Averynth. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/20sides, where there are free options, $5 options, and $10 options to help support our podcast. Follow us on all the socials everywhere at 20 Sides Pod. And per usual, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from Monument Studios and TabletopAudio.com. We will see you right here next week on 20 Sides.